Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Monday, September the 5th, and this is the small-sized PK by M.Artemov, 19.29 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms, and this is a pack of two seeders, and one of them is actually a planter and seeder in one. So very interesting. They look There's obviously a design difference between two of them, and there are some significant differences actually between the two seeders. One's a seeder planter, one's a seeder, and it's hard to tell them apart from just looking at them. However, we will go through them each one by one and show you how they work and if they work. This is for all platforms. The slots are 10 and 11. So we will actually find them both under seeders. And here they are, the PK 4.8B Cuzbass and the PK 5.1B Tom, 55.6 for the Cuzbass, the Bass, I'll just call it the Bass, and for the Tom it's 58.9. Now, if we look at the top description for the Bass, this is a direct drill, but it only does your standard wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybean, sorghum, and your cover crop, your oilseed radish, and grass. This requires 150 horsepower. It will hold 4,200 liters of seed and fertilizer at 4.8 meters at 8 miles per hour. So as we go into it, this is what your seeder has the tines with the seeder seeds coming in behind it. Right, so this is what it looks like, base. Now, additional equipment, we have standard or we have disconnect auger, which basically means standard is, I believe, the auger pulls out, and disconnect the auger means you fill it just like any other. It basically eliminates the auger and you fill it like you would any other seeder that does not have an auger. Design, we have standard, like so, or with wheel cleaning. Yes, back here, standard and wheel cleaning. It doesn't charge anything for it, so that's cool because it really doesn't do anything. And then drive, we have diesel powered, so as there's a little motor on there actually that's supposed to run the seeder, or hydraulic, which would run off your tractor hydraulics, obviously. Again, no charge for either or, and it doesn't make a difference which one you have. Just looks different. Right, so far, so good. The only real option so far that has made any difference is the disconnect the auger, or standard. We will show both of those. And then main color, we have a green or yellow. The yellow will actually change the color of the hose. Yes, just the hose up front. So if we're going to change that to, say, gray, you see the hose is gray, or blue. See where the hose is blue. Now the design color, again, is the feeder hoses, I guess you could call them, gray or blue. Make them yellow. As you can see it there, the hose is going down to the actual tillage part. Right. Okay, so that is this one here, the bass, the lizard bass, the seeder. So now we're going to look at the Tom, and not there, but over here, back in seeders. And the Tom is not a direct drill, so you have to cultivate the ground before you can use this. This requires a little less horsepower, 132 horsepower, still holds the same amount of seed and fertilizer, 5.1 meters wide, so it's a little wider, but it's slower at 6 miles per hour. The other one is 8, so there you go. But in addition to the other crops, it will also do corn, sunflower, sugar beet, and cotton. If we look at it again, in the store, again, disconnect the auger or standard. like so. Design has the shearing harrows. Oh yes, this one too has anchor and anchor. Standard shearing harrows. Handrail is raised. Handrail and harrow. Anchor. What is the anchor? It's not a boat. It doesn't need an anchor. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what an anchor is. Anchor and harrows. Anchor and handrail. Anchor, handrail, and harrows. Yeah. Nevertheless, none of those cost any money or make any difference on the operation of the, seeder planter. Again, we have the option of diesel or hydraulic for no charge. That's really cool. It's like you have these options and they don't charge you any extra money. Main color, you can change the hose color again, and the design color as the hoses are back here. So a little different design on the machine. As you can see, it has discs instead of those tines. And yeah, no extra charge. It is what it is. 58,900. No matter what option you use. Right. Okay. So let's hop in and hook up the first one here. And I do believe this is just the standard. One, let's see. Yes, there we go. So this is the auger, the auger operated one. You press left to open the top, and you will get that if we buy some seeds. We can swing around. And, oh, no collision on that. And it automatically picks the seeds for you. So there you go. Load seed up for you for it if you like. Oh, nice little emanation. And then looks like it just puts it away automatically too. So that's kind of neat. As for the other options on there, nothing really. Let's go just swing over here, pop out that auger again, and you can fill it from pretty much anything here. We're going to fill up your fertilizer. And if we have to pull away and up, there we go. So as you can see, 5,220 liters of seed and 1,680 liters of granulated fertilizer. As I said, let's see, this one was your standard crop. Yes, standard crop. So if we hop over here, yes, this is our standard crop one. We're going to hire a worker. He's been working this piece of land here very nicely and very efficiently. I have precision farming on, so it works well with that. And we'll just watch the turnaround, because they take quite a large turnaround area for this, so just be aware of that. He's going out quite far, but he doesn't really dilly-dally other than that. If you can see, he comes around and lines up pretty nicely. I would recommend more than 150 horsepower, though, because at 150 horsepower, he didn't reach the 8 miles per hour. And even at 200 miles an hour, 200 horsepower, he is just barely getting that 8 miles per hour. Just so you can see that. The animation's pretty nice on it. Like so. And it works pretty well. So if we unhook that, and let's run over to the other one. as I said, pretty much it operates identically. Identically? Is that a new word? Opening that, and that's the animation for opening the pipe like so. And it will fill just like the other one. We will show you, put that away, and we're going to activate the disable that pipe feature just so you can see. Disconnect the otter. Otter? What do I got otter on the brain. Auger. There we go. So now we hook that back up. Now when you open your L1 and left on your D-pad opens that cover, it just opens the cover. The auger is disabled, so you can just pull up underneath a filling spot and fill that up like so. Then the other one will open up like so. Just remember, let's see, where do we get, come on trigger. Let's get that trigger to pop up. There we go. And like so. Now, it's just remember, even with the auger disabled, the lids open and close as if the auger was being used. So now when I go to close the cover, it opens the other one, but then it will close. It will close. There we go. It will close without me pressing any buttons, because it's still acting as if the auger is going back and forth and being folded and so forth. So just be aware of that. And if we hop into this fellow, here he is. Now this is a cultivated field. And if we hop in here, this is 150 horsepower tractor, and this is the 130 something. So it pulls this, remember it's 6 miles per hour, but I'm planting sunflowers, and it's a little wider than the direct drill. So a couple of different features, differences between the two. They're fairly cheap, so you could really have both of these going and kind of diversify your planting seeding operation at a fairly cheap price. And like I said, the workers have been operating these without any incidents. Just make sure you have enough room at the ends of the, because they come around and they do a pretty big turnaround. And so there you have it. That is the small-sized PK by M.Artemov, 19.29 megabytes to download. It's for all platforms. And I'm Looney Farm Guy. And remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.